gathered here for only one concern, is because of our children's future. We have gone knocking on everyone's doors, but we are not being heard. So we finally resort now the cases in court, and we have the next hearing, which is going to be on Monday. So right now what we have done is we've done a ground study, and we've got to know that the Teachers Association has already put in their objections and suggestions. It's a big like lot of pages that they have put in, as well as we've got to know that the principals now have put in their objections and suggestions, to which I have inquired and got some feedback out, to which I want to narrate, is that all the principals have said that this time it's going to be very, very hot as per the IMDA rules, which has said that April and May is going to be super hot. On top of that, the infrastructure is not well equipped to bear the heat. Like in some schools there are one fan, so their schools need 4 fans for proper circulation. They need a water filter in every school. They need upgradation of a sports ground, because some schools don't even have that. So they are asking for that. And on top of that, they said that the infrastructure funds, you know, there is something called as infrastructure funds, where the principals have been demanding for with the government, but till now they have not got these funds released. So they want to implement everything new with the new syllabus, with new things, but if the infrastructure is not in place, having something new implemented is only going to create more chaos and more pain. On top of that, the principals have said that teachers are appointed on contract basis from June to April. They want permanent staff and NOCs to be released. Secondly is the security and the librarian are appointed from June to March. So there's a big problem that's going to be held, where the security, it will not be there from April month, and the government is saying that you know, schools have to start in April. So is there going to be safety? Are those children going to be taken care of? Are those security people will be called for an extra 1 month and paid the salary? That is still a question mark, which the principals are not aware. Then on top of that, after this, we have got to know that a circular has been released out I mean 2 days back, and it is here for the bridge cross training for the 6th standard. Now the 6th standard NEP is going to be implemented. They have not yet undergone training. So now from the 24th to the 28th, the teachers have been called during school hours. They have 2 batches, one in the morning from 9:30 to 12, and the next batch is from 2 to 5. So principals are already having shortage of staff, because many of them are going for 10th standard correction, and because of less staff, supervision of ongoing exam is becoming a problem. Then teachers on contract basis in schools teaching in standard 6 are not sure if they will be recruited for the next year. Contract teachers are not sent for training, so you are stuck. The principals are only stuck with the permanent teachers, and due to which they cannot send them for training, because they are needed in school for the regular examination need that is there. Thirdly, the principals have said that the new academic year timetable is not yet ready, and so we do not know what to teach in grade 6. Then the textbooks are not upgraded. If you all actually should inquire with the new NEP Hindi books that is coming. The principals have directly told us that now the new 6th standard Hindi books are on a very high level as per the NCERT. Now what happens in our schools in Goa, children learn Hindi from the 5th standard. So when they go to the 6th standard, it has to be in the next grade. But the books that are sent are 6th grade. And in the northern states, children learn Hindi from the 1st standard. So 1st, 2nd, the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. And our children from the 1st grade are directly shifting to the 6th grade. So the Hindi is very, very high, and it's very, very difficult. And we've also got to know that some poems which are there now, Goa Board Hindi, is there in the 6th standard. So, grade 9 is there in the 6th standard books. So which is shocking. How high have you raised the level of Hindi for our little children who are just learning basic one of Hindi? So this is something that the principals have put down. On top of that, it is clearly mentioned over here with the rules. Sorry, 1 minute. This is as per the bridge program month which all the teachers have got. We have downloaded this just to show parents and everyone who say that we are the only ones having a problem, that stakeholders are not kept into consideration. This document is a government document sent to the teachers, and it said here, the transition of students from the old curriculum to the new requires support from school heads, teachers and parents. Therefore, there also needs to be an orientation It's mentioned here, orientation on NCFSE literacy, including the advantages of NCFSE in terms of better and more holistic learning and stress reduction, holistic progress card, and also on school culture and practices. This I'm not saying in the air, it's there in this document. That's why we are fighting, saying that the stakeholders have not taken into consideration while implementing this new NEP. You have to keep us on board because it's our children at stake. If you are not going to tell us how this new system is going to work, how are we going to explain to our children and how we parents are going to understand how important it is? Thirdly is that you need 955 hours in a total academic year. This is the timetable, this is the subjects, and here we are completing 955 hours. So why is the need to start schools in April? We have seen how NEP has been introduced for the 9 standards. They have started in June and now they are finished in March end. If they can finish 955 hours, why this thing? And the bridge course is supposed to be the first month of the new academic year, not this April, the new academic year. That means it could have started in June, where the children, could have been an activity based, and parents, teachers are trained well. Teachers can process it. If you need 1 month for children to learn, don't you think teachers don't need time to process a new syllabus and give them time to plan well for our children's future? You have just thrown them into the sea and you've told them to swim. Why is the CM doing something like this? Is it to be number 1 in the whole country, to be literate? Why? Putting this little, like I have a parent here who's got a child who's from 5th standard who's going to 6th standard. She will give her thing. 11th standard old children are called, leaving out on their holidays which they were looking forward for. So I would like Jovelyn to come here and speak on this few points. And please, to the CM, don't put our children's lives at risk unnecessarily. Please understand the importance of the children's well-being and mental health first.
I want to bring a point. A lot of the educationists and panelists who go on discussion says, yes, there are problems and there are things lacking, but let's try it. Let's go forward. Let's get into it and then see what happens. So what did we do in this last academic year? You implemented NEP for 9th standard. You started the year. Vocational subjects that were introduced didn't even start in June. There were no teachers, there was no syllabus. The material came much later, months later. This was your planning. Now we have reached the end of the academic year. 9th standard has finished their NEP first year. What has been done? Has anybody gone to the ground level and taken feedback? Are we interested in improving, or we just want to implement whatever it is, push it down, get it implemented? There is no feedback taken, not from parents, not from students, not from headmasters. No feedback has been taken. The exact same thing is happening to grade 6, to small children who are 11 years old. You are just going to burden them with extra syllabus. NEP's core idea is to reduce core curriculum and have vocational subjects introduced. Instead, Goa government's NEP is keeping core curriculum the same. You have not reduced it, yet you want to introduce vocational subjects. 955 hours is what has been suggested in the NCFSE document, in the bridge document. This is available online. And we are comfortably meeting this. So what is the need to call little children who are 11 years old in the month of April? Also, NEP aims at getting rid of coaching centers, the coaching center culture. And they want to get away with rote learning. Rote learning is something that you learn by heart. But is this happening? See the new textbooks introduced. Is this happening? Is Goa government doing this? Are we getting rid of rote learning? We are in fact, with such a higher syllabus, as she pointed out, in Hindi, you are going to multiply coaching centers. Is this what NEP is all about?
Thank you, Cecil. Jovelyn. You must have noticed they have covered up everything. They have covered up everything, but what I would, after covering up everything, I would only like to ask the government, what is the need of starting schools in April, and is there a really need? Now another point, very important point, is goes out to every parent in this state and every individual in this state. The priority to education given by our government. It is said to see, even in the government website, we do not have a dedicated education minister. This is why I want to say, so everything is happening just because people are just coming and dumping The other day I made a statement, we have low IQ bulldozers. It's precisely the same thing. These people have not thought over anything, but they are just trying to bulldoze things onto this state, to our children, and putting them in undue stress. Now, Education Minister, I was coming to, let me come here. They have said that, if no other minister is taken care, then this thing, who's that? The Chief Minister is going to take care of the education portfolio. Fair enough. Even something as simple as that, as silly as that, language, you have a minister even for official language, but an important portfolio like education is deprived of a dedicated minister. So this only goes to show what priority and what they want our children to go from here. Some parents said about Hindi. In fact, this has been a debate happening even in Tamil Nadu, talking about Hindi, about the three language. We do not want to, but we also can say that, what Hindi is going to add to the biodata of our children. What is going to add by learning, dedicated Hindi for our children, wherein not going to come to use to them. If they want to learn Hindi, we can speak to every laborer over here. Everybody speaks Hindi, and everybody can speak fluent Hindi. The stressing of children, nobody has done any dedicated study onto, what to give our children. Just dumped from somewhere and just, you have to do this. Cecil and Jovlin has explained, thoroughly what the number of hours, the stress that people have got, the syllabus that nothing has been taken care by the government, and they just want to implement this. This is sad, and I think the government should first come up and giving us a dedicated education minister rather than caretaker for the education portfolio. Thank you so much.
And one thing I would like to say that today we've called especially for a press meeting to highlight these pointers. We have few parents on a very short notice who have come from all over Goa, North and South Goa. But we'll tell the education department that if you do not listen to us, we will call for a public meeting here itself at Azad Maidan as soon as exams get over, because everyone needs to be heard and every voice will be given a chance to be heard over here soon after the exams. Thank you.
Cecil, if government not listen to your the grievances, will the parents will not send the children to the school?
It all depends on every child, every parent and every school how they would like to take this ahead. To the information that I have got from already principals, that 3/4 of the schools have already booked their train tickets to go to their respective villages and homes. Some people have already planned their vacations wherever they need to go. So without proper intimation to the parents much in advance, as we had said, the circular came out on 31st of January and not at the 31st of January and not at the start of the academic year in June 2024. So this is very shocker to all of us, because without keeping the principals, the teachers and us in the loop of it, they have called for this, and this has created a lot of chaos. So answering to the point, parents will take a decision and many children will not be attending the starting schools if this continues.
Ma'am, you raising the voice through the PTA. What is the stand of Teachers Association and All Goa Headmaster Association on this reopening?
At my start itself, I have mentioned that this is a big circular. 1 minute, I'll just show it to you. This is the objections put forth by the Teachers Association. This is the objection put by the teachers. It's a detail about the problems that they are facing, and this needs to be rectified before we move ahead to a higher level of education. Secondly, I have also said that the principals just 2 days back have submitted their letter of objections and suggestions, and many of them have already listened down. At the start of the interview, the press bite, I have already given a brief of what are the problems that they are facing, and on top of that, the principal's head, that is whoever the head, was very upset, saying that they just gave us 5 days to accumulate this and they couldn't complete within 5 days, and they have requested, saying that yesterday is the day that they have submitted. So they took almost 7 days to compile their information. This also the government has just put in a note in the official gazette giving 5 days, and out of that 5 days, 3 days were holidays, Holy Saturday, Sunday. How are you supposed to gather parents and hold PTA meetings and hold discussions as to what has to go in their representation? So this is something that has already been done. So you see from all the 3 stakeholders, the principals, the teachers, the parents have put in. Now it's all left up to the government to please think for the children's future, not just listen to 3-4 people and think that around 150 schools all around Goa have a problem with it. I've interacted with them. I have proof of all the documentation that I have done. This is circulars of all the government things and everything. So I'm not lying through my teeth, but this is facts which I'm putting forth. This is for you all to see.
Ma'am, from this academic year, will be student going to get any major holidays? Major holidays?
So the academic calendar is still not out. So how do you know when the first term ends, when holidays are in between? No one knows anything. The principals, it's there in their pointer that they have not yet received their timetable. So how are they supposed to plan? This is such a haste putting principals, teachers, parents and children, poor thing. They are answering their exams and they can't, their mind is not there only on their study. They are just every day seeing on the newspaper, has anything come out in favor of us?
Ma'am, last question for you. You on the special school going to start in April? Special schools, special children's schools.
We've not had any parent come to us on that basis. But since you have put this question out, I will definitely inquire and I'll have that checked also.